I think there's a couple things I could really tell them is, one, just get on that plane. Stop playing around on the website. Just get on the plane and go, because you're never going to meet anyone sitting at home behind a computer. And then the second thing is, when you get there, keep an open mind. You know, if you have it all set in your mind how things are going to go, it's probably not going to work for you.
You know, from the beginning of time, and especially with the advent of the internet, everybody wants to throw out statistics that 80% of people are doing this, or 93% are doing this. And whenever I hear that, I always question the source. Okay, so where is that coming from? Where did you get that 93%? Did you do a study? Show us the study. How did you come across that? And there have been studies done about the success rate of international marriages. And those studies show actually, you know, the protocol of the study, how it was done, and then the results. And actually, on some of those studies, the ones that I have seen, and I've seen about 3 of them, they show that the success rate of international marriages is higher than domestic marriages. Okay, it's no big surprise to me. You know, I look around many of the couples that I'm still in touch with and familiar with, and many of those couples are going strong and doing just fine. Yes, divorce happens, but I think at a lesser rate than compared to the domestic couples. And I think there's a lot of reasons for that, and I've talked about that in the past. I mean, I think it's just a commitment that went into it from the very beginning, from both the man's perspective and the woman's perspective. They weren't just willing to settle, they were willing to work really hard to try to find that right person. That's why they joined services like this. That's why some of the men traveled halfway around the world. The women were willing to actually go to these socials to try to meet that right person, and then leave everyone they know to start building a life with that one person that they found. And I think that a lot of that is some of the glue that's holding these marriages together, and I think that's wonderful, and that's probably why these marriages do last longer than domestic marriages. You know, we've had several of our own employees that have met and married their mates through a foreign affair while they were working for us, myself included. And I was just thinking about that the other day, and I came up with about 15 or so couples that I know of that have met and married while working with a foreign affair. And of those, we have about a 87% success rate. So 87%. Still going strong. I mean, that's well above the average rate, and many of those couples now have been married for 8, 10, even longer years. So at least within the confines of just a foreign affair, we can actually document those successes and have something to base it on. As for all of a foreign affair or all the international introduction agencies, it's very difficult to do, because you know, those couples, once they get married, they're going on, they're living their lives, and they're not going to be checking in with us every year to tell us, you know, how things are going. In any marriage, you know, there's going to be possibility of problems happening in divorces, and international marriages are no different. But again, some of the stuff you read out there on the internet where, they're gonna, you know, have a higher likelihood of divorce or a higher likelihood of spousal abuse, that's just not the case. And there's been studies out there that show that.
Interested? Learn more at... If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Then click on the notice bell to get notified every time we add something new.